Hey guys, it's Blake from Tech. So in this video, not only are we going to be doing an iPhone 4 on the left and 4S on the right Geekbench test, but we're also going to be doing iPad 1 and iPad 2 a little later on. So plenty of Geekbenchy goodness for all you specification lovers out there. So let's get to it. Alright, so as you can see, iPhone 3 one on the left, iPhone 4 one on the right. They're the one, of course, indicating that they're both on AT&T. They're both running iOS 5, and they both have 512 megabytes of RAM with 505 reporting as available right now. Of course, nothing is running in multitasking, just so that no one can freak out in the comments. Wanted to show you that. The only difference being that the iPhone 4 is running a single-core ARM, Apple designed, of course, A4 processor at 775 megahertz underclocked from a gigahertz, and the iPhone 4S is running an Apple designed A5 ARM processor at 716 megahertz underclocked from a gigahertz on each core. So let's go ahead and run that benchmark. And I'm going to do them without skipping ahead because I want you guys to see the span of time they both take to run the test. As you can see, the iPhone 4 is about halfway done right now, and the 4 is, slightly behind. And the 4S is done with a score of 623, which is, fairly to the middle of where most of my results have come. And the iPhone 4 is about halfway done with its test. Just to read you down the line, it got a 562 on the integer, 736 on the floating point, 703 in the memory, and 286 on the stream. While on the iPhone 4, it got a 370 with an integer of 295, floating point of 364, memory of 563, and a stream of 276. So I'm no mathematician, but that's certainly not double. It's a huge difference. It's a lot faster, but not double as Apple results. My highest and biggest difference in speed was this got a 360 and this got a 640. So let's go ahead and do that iPad test. Alright guys, so as you can see, the iPad 1 is on the left, the iPad 2 is on the right. This is the Wi-Fi only, so iPad 1. This is the Verizon iPad 2, so iPad 2. They are both running iOS 5. They both have, of course, ARM-built processors with custom Apple designs. So A4, A5, this is, of course, a dual-core processor. And Geekbench is reporting that each core is running at 888 MHz compared to a single core running at 957 MHz at the moment on Geekbench for the iPad 1. Of course, this one has 256 megabytes of RAM, and this has 512 with 503 accessible right now and 247 accessible right now. Just want to quickly show you that they both have nothing going on in multitasking, and obviously that's just the control bar. And so let's run the test at the same time. So here we go. I'm just going to talk to you while this happens because I don't want you to miss the speeds that they are running them. So the iPad 2, oh my god, it stormed through that. So the iPad 2 got a 757, the iPad 1 is still going. That's just a great score. 697 integer, 917 floating point, 802 on memory, and 321 on stream. The iPad 1 is done. 457 is a great score for the iPad 1. One of the best scores, actually, that it has gotten out of all tests I've done. 370 for the integer, 458 for the floating point, 681 for the memory, and 314 for the stream. So as you can see, of course, because this is not underclocked, the A4 on the iPad is a much faster chip than the A4 on the iPhone 4. Not the 4S, the iPhone 4. Alright guys, so as always, that's it for today, but feel free to comment on anything you'd like. Please like and subscribe for updates on new videos, and peace.